of club football.
And how were you as a little girl? Were you really you had a lot of how you say that, grinta, genio, like we say it in Spanish, genio. Did you have that as well when you were a little kid?
Yes, well, I think always, because I was like the only girl, I would always like make my space. So even if like boys would say something like you can't play football, whatever, I was always tough enough to be able to like shake it off and say, well, I talk on the pitch, so if you think you're better than me, show it to me. So yeah, obviously there were always comments and stuff like that, but then when they saw me play football, everybody was like, okay, you're fine. But yes, I think since I was little, I was very competitive. Like my parents tell me stories about like how I would always like get very angry if I lost, and I think that's something that I still have. I know how to manage my emotions better, but I think I've always been competitive and very ambitious, and that is what makes me who I am today.
And how difficult is it to manage those two emotions? Because you're Moroccan and English, and the Moroccan side is most of the times is very more fuego, spiced up. I'm Moroccan as well, but my parents are from Blinsa. I don't know if you know Blinsa in Morocco. It's on the north side of Nador. When you come with the ferry to Morocco from Nador, the Spanish border.
Okay, my grandparents are from Tetuan. That is where I grew up, like my summers there in Tetuan.
Yeah. So I know we Moroccans, we can be I say that we have a lot of emotions. Sometimes they can shoot over to anger, and we can lose our temper. But I think because you have that English side a little bit with you, you can compose that better with you, because the English side is what how you say that, it's smoother, it's easier. You can manage those emotions better, because I think you have mixed parents. It's better, because if I speak for myself, it's hard sometimes to manage your emotions, especially if you lose, or your exam didn't go the way you want to go with, or someone did something to you don't like, and you have to stay calm and say something, but your heart is pounding. You want to say something else because you're mad.
Yes. But well, it was with time also that I got to a point where I could try and manage those emotions, because it's hard, and it's still hard. I still don't like losing, but well, that's something that you have to learn and live with.
Yeah, and which position did you play? Did you always play as a patrolling midfielder, or always as a center back in your childhood?
No, when I was younger, I always played as a midfielder. I didn't really care what position in the midfield, and as I grew older, I started playing holding midfielder, which is what I think is my best position, where it is the position that I enjoy the most, and also where I feel I can make the most of my physical and technical qualities. But then also in first division with my team, sometimes when, for example, our center backs got injured or something, I would be always like the one that went back a position and play center back, because of my height, my strength, etc. And so I probably started to play center back when I was like 18, I think, something like that. And in all of the teams I've played, I've always played both positions. So I don't really care which one. I prefer to play as a midfield, but well, I'm not going to be picky. Wherever I can play and wherever I can help my team, that is where I'll play.
But you prefer your preference, your position where you can play at your best is midfield.
For me, yes, that's where I enjoy myself the most. But then the trainers have the last say, so they'll decide where I play.
Nice. And which club did you start to play football for real? At which age did they discover you in the local neighborhood, that they thought this girl can play football? We have to put her on a club so she can develop herself further.
Yeah, so when I played in San Blas from when I was 6 to about 12, and when I was 12, Madrid CF, which is our only girls team, they scouted me from San Blas. So I started playing there, and that is where I like opened my eyes and saw that there was like that before I didn't even know there were like European Cups or African Cups or like for women or anything. And that is when like I opened my eyes and thought, wow, like I could become something here. And that is where I think like my professional career started, because at the end we were playing very good teams. That's when I started playing for my county team, so for like Madrid. We had like a Spanish championship, things like that. Also for the Spanish national team since I was 15 till I was 19, and yeah, that's also when I started winning leagues, started being seen, going up to first division and stuff like that. So yeah, that's like the period of time where I was like, yeah, I want to be a professional football player.
All right, all right. And did you have any examples for your at the age that you were playing football? There were some female players or men's players that you have seen and you look up to be like them. Did you have some names you were following at that age?
Yes, I think when I was very young, I used to love like David Villa, which is like was the Spanish striker, number 7. But then as I grew like older and like started looking more at like my position midfielders, I really enjoyed watching and following Steven Gerrard. I think he's one of like the best midfielders that there has been, also because of, and I also really look up to him because of his leadership, and that is like the player which I aspire to be someday. That is known for the quality that he brings on the pitch as a football player, but also as a leader and as a player that really pushes the team to the limit.
Nice to hear. And if a stranger looks at you and has never seen you play, what are your strong sides and maybe the sides that you can develop a little bit more if you, because you're young, you're 23, it's still not at your prime. Your prime should be coming, I think, of a couple of years, inshallah, if you still play football, because you also have to study, your degree you have to finish as well, your master, what I understand what you said. But if they don't know you, Yasmine, what kind of qualities do you have on the pitch that makes you a different kind of player than most of the girls that you played against or played on the same position as you?
Well, I think one of like my best advantages is my physique. Like I'm tall, I'm strong, but at the same time I have very good technical qualities. One of the disadvantages of being so big is then obviously the being fast and powerful. So that is one of the aspects which I'm working on, and hopefully in a couple of years I can like be at my prime of that. But yes, I would feel that for being a number 6, you just need to be strong, need to be have technical qualities to be able to move out of tight spaces, and also very important is to be calm in most of the game in those hard situations, to be able to decide which is the best pass and help direct the team, because I think that position is very important to be able to distribute the ball. And I mean, I think the whole of the game goes through the midfield, and it's a very important position.
Nice, nice. And then you played a little bit on center back and midfield position. Then the Spanish national team came, and you played there your youth international games until you were 19. What happened? How was it to play first with the Spanish national team? Because I think you felt before you felt Spanish because you were born and raised there. You speak the language. I can hear it. The vocals out there, the Spanish vocals.
Yeah.
You can hear them. So yeah, how was it to play for the Spanish national? Did you learn a lot there?
Yes, I mean, well, in those years, obviously, I knew nothing else. I was born in Spain, and that is what I had nearest to me. And I was very happy to be called for the Spanish national team. At the end, I was also playing with all of my friends. And in those years, it was years of developing my game and on and off the pitch, becoming a professional football player. So yeah, those years it was very technical, as you know, Spanish football is, and I remember my time there with very good memories.
Nice to hear, nice to hear. And then, yeah, you didn't been called up by the Spanish national team at 19. Maybe was it because of the competition you had on your position, or was it just because you lacked a little bit of development because your club you were playing was not on a high level, or was it something personal that you had to deal with?
No, I think when the gap between the under 18s and the first team is very big, and when you're 18, it's very difficult to like jump directly to the top team. I also knew that in my position there is a lot of competition. But well, at the end, my choice to play for Morocco and not for Spain didn't have anything to do with that. And I'm very proud of the decision. I'm very happy with the decision I made, and I wouldn't change it for anything. So yes, I play for Morocco now, and I'm proud to play for Morocco, and that is the only thing I think about.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. And yeah, how did you came in contact with the Moroccan national team female? How did you came in contact with them?
Yeah, so it was the process of getting to play for the Moroccan national team was very long, because it started before like the COVID and lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
And we had to start like moving papers and stuff like that. So I knew I wanted to play for Morocco like 3 years ago, but because of all of these things that have been happening, it was like setback. Um, so before COVID, I was already like thinking, yes, I want to play for Morocco. Then COVID started, and then the next season when we were able to play football, I got really badly injured, uh, which that made me miss the whole season and not be able to play. And then I needed another like half a season to be able to start getting fit again, which I'm still recovering from. Like I'm still not at my optimum. I think I still need a lot of work to go, but after 2 hard injuries like I had, it's difficult.
What kind of injuries this week?
So I had I don't know how to like explain. So I broke my ankle in September
Yeah.
20, but like not a normal break, but it like twisted, and so I needed 2 surgeries for that. And then in the same season, I broke my meniscus in my left knee. So
Yeah.
that was a year and a half of not being able to play football, and also you lose a lot of physique and strength, and you need to
Yeah.
like gradually get fit again. It doesn't come from one day to another, so it has been hard. So finally, when I got that call up in November of last year, it was like a relief, like at last I can go and play, and I was very keen on demonstrating what player I was and helping the team in everything I could.
Yeah. And there are a lot of questions here. There was someone who told me you contributed 8 goals at your club. Is that right? At
Yeah,
your last club, 8 goals. Somebody has mentioned here in the comment section. There's
yeah.
also someone who asked me here. It's a follow-up question. Why did you choose Morocco over Spain?
Okay, so for the first question, last season it was, so we were in second division, and our objective was to go up to the first division, and I started playing as a midfield, but then went back to center back to help out, and ended up the season as a midfielder. Most of the goals I scored, funny enough, is I scored them from free kicks. I like to shoot free kicks, but yeah, I got 8 goals and helped my team to go up to first division. So I was very, very happy with that. And then why did I choose Morocco over Spain? I think obviously in Morocco, there was experiences that I wanted to live, and I think those I was going to be able to have those experiences in Morocco. So playing an African Cup in your home country is something that nearly anybody can do, and I wanted to live that with Morocco. I wanted to be the first to play a World Cup with Morocco. I think I could create much more of an impact playing for Morocco, and as I said, I couldn't be happier with the decision I made, and I'm very proud to be here, proud to be playing for Morocco.
No, people, can you hear that? Escúchame, people, escúchame. You heard what she said. Then I have a question for you. What is Moroccan proud for you? What is Moroccan pride for you? Moroccan pride. What is it? If I tell you, give me a sentence, a Moroccan sentence for you that sums up for you being Moroccan.
For me, I don't know if I can do a sentence, but
for you, as a, I mean, what does it mean for you to be a Moroccan? How is it to be a Moroccan? Can you express that feeling? How is it to be like? How is it for you?
For me, being Moroccan, for me means a lot of responsibility also, as in, for example, here in Spain, being able to change the image or change what people think sometimes that entails being Moroccan, which is wrong. And also, like, I can't really explain it, but just seeing the looks in people's faces when we qualified for the World Cup, how proud everybody was, and how happy you're a woman, you're a man, whoever, everybody was like a family, and I think that is very important, and that's what makes me proud of being Moroccan. I couldn't be happier.
So what you're trying to say is, if I sum it up, you're trying to create unity with all the Moroccans all over the world, and the image that's been portrayed by people who are not Moroccan, Moroccan people, not all of them, but some of them have created an image of all of us that we all the same and we all make some trouble, but that's not true. That's what you're trying to.
Exactly. Yes, that is the thing that I live close, because I live in Spain. I don't live in Morocco, so that's what I live every day. And yeah, you couldn't have said it better. So good.
Yeah, no problem. That's why we're here. We try to sum up things and to give the people a right answer to hear, so I can articulate what you said precisely. Not there's some miscommunication between you and me that people think, hey, what are they saying? I don't say, I don't understand. So yeah, and then your first call-up came. You came to Morocco. Yes. What were your expectations for Morocco then, when you came here?
So my first camp, I came at night, so I didn't really get to see like the whole facilities. And then when I woke up the next morning and was able to see like the pitches and the ground and everything, I was like, I couldn't believe how good the facilities were. And it was great. Like, obviously for me at the start, it was a bit hard because I came in, well,